पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। We are studying Manasollasa Vartika on Dakshinamurti Stotram along with Ramakrishna's Tika, Ramatirtha's Tika. There is no separate Mangalacharanam needed because this shloka Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine that we chant every time is actually from Manasollasa. Did you all know? It will come somewhere after third shloka or so. It is there in Tika, I think. Means it is there in the Vartikas. So it is the shloka of Manasollasa itself which has become so popular that it goes with Dakshinamurti Bhagavan. So we are chanting it for all classes, in fact all classes, all Upanishads, every time. So no separate Mangalacharan needed. Dvitiya shloka we will do the recitation together. आत्मलाभात् परो लाभो नास्तीति मुनयो विदुः तल्लाभार्थं कविस्तौति स्वात्मानं परमेश्वरम्. So in the first shloka the Mangalam has been sought. Now it is said Atmalabhat paro labha nasti. There is no greater gain than attaining the oneself, one's own self, Atmalabha, then that paro labha nasti iti munayo viduhu. The great masters or the contemplative people, they say this. They knew it. Viduhu. तल्लाभार्थम कवि स्तौति स्वात्मानं परमेश्वरम. तल्लाभार्थम, for that, tallabha means atmalabha, for that atmalabha, atmalabhartham, kavihi स्वात्मानं परमेश्वरम स्तौति. So the Kavi here is, Kavi means Krantadarshi, the knower. So here Kavi is Bhagavan Bhagavatpada Sri Shankaracharya ji. Kavi has both meanings. Kavi also can mean the poet, the one who has written this poetry. And Kavi also means the knower of truth, seer. So he is doing the stuti of Swatmanam Parameshwaram. So the Atma Tattva is being praised, and stuti I already explained yesterday. What is the meaning of the word stuti here? It is attaining that which is appearing to be remote as one's own self. So Bhashyakara is the Kavi here. In this way, I should understand. So, first word is just in the shloka, think of it first, then we will enter in the tika. The word Atma. Atma labha means Atmanaha labha. What is Atma? Yachapnoti, yadadatte, yachasti vishayaniha. Tasmad atmeti kirtyate or giyate. So this is Atma, means that which is there in Jagrat Swapna Shushupti. Apnoti means Vyapnoti. Atti and Adatte. So Vishayan Atti means Bhunkte and Adatte, so that which also projects. Projects means experiences in the form of the duality, it experiences in this way. And it is pervading all the time. Asya santato bhavaha. That is Atma. So in other words, the one who is there in all three periods of time, and at the same time it is the Nitya Drashta. Knowing this Atma means this alone is Atma. Other than that, there is no other again. This knowing is the attaining. Prapti, labha here is Prapti, and here Prapti is in the form of Jnanam, because it is already Prapta, but it is unknown, and therefore due to ignorance it is as good as aprapta. So this is the Prapti. So how will it become known? We have seen Ajnana Nivritti is the means. Through Ajnana Nivritti it will become Prapta. And for that sake, this stuti is done. Prapti should be such that having gained it, I never feel that I am not that. Means if I say that in class I feel that yes, I have attained, and then once again I feel it is not available, then it is not Prapti. Prapti is something which is understood to be never lost again. Then only it is attained. In this way I should get it. And why it is the greatest gain? So on that, so many other things we can think of, because here in Tika, this part is not elaborated. Why Atma Labha itself is the greatest Labha. Because all other things, first of all, they are Parichinna. So attaining them is not fulfilling. Then anything that is attained, it is anitya. And therefore, even after attainment, it will go away. All other attainments which are result of karma, so karma kshaya will take place. So even Swarga, attaining the position of Brahma, all of that is also anitya. Kshine punye martya lokam vishanti. Again we come back to martya loka. So that's how they all are impermanent. They don't give full satisfaction. I never become tripta. Because at some time or the other, I feel now I don't want this. and it has its own way of thinking, working. So then we want to keep a distance, but not with Atma. And being one with one's own self is not burden. Anything else is a burden. Like even if you have to carry an empty bag with you, but if you have to walk, let us say, for 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers, empty bag also you will slowly start feeling it is a burden, because it binds you. But if you leave it, then you don't have any burden. So Atma Labha is the Sreshtha, is the highest. And when I know that, then only my efforts for that Atma Labha will be unconditional. Otherwise, my efforts also will be limited, not wholehearted. Okay. Now you see further in Tika. Another point is here, which we will see in Tika, the Swatmanam Parameshwaram, these two words. Swatmanam means the Jiva which is recognized, and Parameshwaram which is unknown aspect of Jiva. Swatmanam, somebody will say, I already know myself. Yes, you know yourself. But how do I know myself? I know myself not as Parameshwaram. Not as Parameshwara. I know myself as Karta, Bhokta. So that's why Swatmanam Parameshwaram. Jivam Brahma Rupena. I have to know Jiva as Brahma. This is how I have to know, and therefore Swatmanam Stauti, Parameshwaram Stauti. In this way it is given that the Stuti is of Atma which is not different from Parameshwara. That Atma is being praised here. See Tika now. Asya stotrasya Vedanta Shastra Prakana Rupatvat Tasya cha Shastraika Desh Sambadhattvadi Lakshanatvat Tad Darshanaya Shastriye Vishaya Prayojane Tavadaha Atma Labha Adityadina. So the purpose of this shloka is made clear. Asya stotrasya. Asya stotra means Asya Dakshinamurti stotrasya. This Dakshinamurti stotra. Vedanta Shastra Prakana Rupatvat. It is a Shastram. What is the meaning of the word Shastra? Shastram is that which has one purpose by which various topics are connected is called Shastram. Ek prayojana upanibaddham asheshartha pratipadakam Shastram. Ek prayojana upanibaddham asheshartha pratipadakam Shastram. So there is one prayojanam and the entire meaning, ashesha artha of the literature related to that, when it is expounded, then that is called Shastram. So like Vedanta is a Shastram, and in Vedanta Shastra, how many such topics would be covered then? In Vedanta Shastra, Jiva, Ishvara, or if you say differently, Vedanta Shastra we will have first Adhikari. Then this Adhikari will do Guru Upasatti. Then Guru. What is the nature of Guru? So Adhikari, Guru Upasatti, Guru. Then Guru's teaching will have Jiva, means Tvampada Vachyartha. Then Tvampada Lakshyartha. So both will be covered under Tvampada. Then Tatpada, Vachyartha and Lakshyartha. Then their Aikyam, their oneness. Then if there is Virodha, how can there be oneness? Then Virodha Parihara, Samadhanam. So resolving any doubts, opposition. Then Sadhana and Jivan Mukti Phalam. So Sadhana and Phalam will be there. Virodha Parihara will become Avirodha. So Avirodha Adhyaya, Sadhana Adhyaya, Phala Adhyaya. These three will be there. And before that, Samanvaya. So in Samanvaya of everything is in Tattvamasi. So all that part is Samanvaya. So this is a Vedanta Shastra. And Vedanta Shabda you are already familiar with. Vedanam Antaha Nirnayaha. That which is the conclusive teaching of Vedas. That is Vedanta Shastra. Means where Brahma Jignasa is fulfilled. Desire to know Brahma, that becomes fulfilled. That is Vedanta. And what is Prakarana? So here he has given in brief. Prakarana Rupatvat Tasya Cha. What is Prakarana? Shastraika Desha Sambaddham. Shastra Karyantare Sthitam. Ahuhu Prakaranam Nama Grantha Bhedam Vipashchitaha. This is Prakaranam. Shastra Ekadesha Sambaddham and Shastra Karyantare Sthitam. So Ekadesha of Shastra. Prakarana Grantha will have Ekadesha of Shastra. Shastra Ekadesha Sambaddham. Means one aspect of Shastra will be dealt with. Is called Ekadesha Sambaddham. And Shastra Karyantare Sthitam means it will accomplish something slightly different from what Shastra wants to accomplish. In the sense, not that it will have different Vishaya or Prayojanam. Its Vishaya Prayojanam cannot be different because it is Prakarana Grantha of the same Shastra. So it cannot have different Vishaya or Prayojanam. Vishaya Prayojanam will be same, but Shastra Karyantare Sthitam means it will try to communicate things in a different way than Shastra. Or that one aspect of Shastra which is elaborated, in that what Shastra has not revealed, that this Prakarana Grantha will reveal. That is why it is Shastra Karyantare Sthitam. So for example, when we say Vedanta Shastra, we mean Upanishad, correct? Or you say Upanishad, Gita and Brahma Sutra. This is Vedanta. But in Prakarana Granthas, those things are also explained which are not known directly from Upanishad or Gita or Brahma Sutra. That is the role of Prakarana Grantha. So for example, in Upanishad if it is said, अनेन जीवेन आत्मना अनुप्रविश्य नाम रूपे व्याकरवाणी in Chandogya. So this entry of Shuddha Chaitanya Sat into Buddhi as the Chidabhasa Pratibimba, and then how this Chidabhasa functions, how this Chidabhasa is Vikari because the Upadhi is Vikari. Chidabhasa is Parichhinna because Upadhi is Parichhinna. So those details become clear in Prakarana Granthas. And Prakarana Grantha, everything other than Prasthanatraya can be considered as Prakarana Grantha. Brihat Prasthana can be excluded, let us say. Siddhi Granthas can be excluded, but they are also different type of Prakarana Grantha only, because they emphasize certain aspect. So in those things, they don't have Adhikari who has this qualification, then he approaches the teacher. Such things will not be there. They will have their own way of dealing with the subject. So in this way, Prakaranam is Shastra Ekadesha Sambaddham, but Shastra Karyantare Sthitam. So those who are the knowers of Grantha Bheda, Grantha Bhedam Vipashchitaha, they say this is Prakarana Grantha of a particular Shastra. So Vedanta Shastra's Prakarana Grantha will be there, and this will be its Lakshana. Shastraika Desha Sambadhatvadi Lakshanatvat. Kasya Tasya. Tasya means what? Asya Stotrasya. Of this Dakshinamurti Stotra is a Prakarana Grantha. Tad Darshanaya Shastriye Vishaya Prayojane. Now the Vishaya and Prayojana. Vishaya Prayojane is Dvitiya Dvivachanam. Shastriye Vishaya Prayojane Tavad Aha. So now first in this shloka, shloka number 2, the Vishaya and Prayojanam, they are revealed. So what is the Prayojanam? Atma Labha. Atma Labha will be the Prayojanam. Why are we studying this? For Atma Labha. Atma. So first that is said. And what is the Vishaya? Vishaya is Swatma, which is not different from Parameshwara. Swatmanam Parameshwaram. So Atma Parameshwara Aikya is the Vishaya. That is the subject matter. So you have Prayojanam also and you have Vishaya also in this shloka. Atma Pratyaktamaha. What is the nature of Atma? Pratyaktamaha, the innermost. Pratyak, Pratyaktaraha, Pratyaktamaha. So superlative degree. Tama Pratyaya is given. Tamaha. Pratyaktamaha, Sarva Sakshi, which is the witness of all, including of Ahankara also. Tasya Labha, its gain. Parag Artha Sambheda Bhedena Udhritya. Brahma Rupena Avagatihi. So what is meant by Labha? Parag Artha Sambheda Bhedanena Udhritya. Parag Artha means something external, different from that. Sambheda means oneness. Sambheda means oneness. So, oneness with the external meaning or external objects, Bhedena Udhritya, by showing the difference from everything external. भेदेन उद्धृत्य ब्रह्मरूपेण अवगतिः. This is the labha. Means I recognize myself as distinct from everything that is paragartha. This is Brahma. Means anything that becomes drishya is different from me. Brahma rupena avagatihi. As Brahma, I recognize myself. Avagatihi jnanam. So this kind of knowledge, this is labha. तल्लाभात् परो अन्यो वा उत्कृष्टो वा लाभो नास्ति इति मुनयः आपस्तंभादयो विदुः. Then this gain, there is no other gain. In this way, आपस्तंभादयः मुनयः विदुः जानन्ति. So they know in this way. बहुवचनम. आत्मलाभात् परः. पर means अन्यः. पर has both meanings. अन्य also and उत्कृष्ट means superior. Other than Atmalabha, actually there is no labha. Because whatever else we attain is not gain. It is a loss only. Either it is instant loss or it is future loss. So, Atmalabhat anyah labha nasti and Utkrishta labha api nasti. There is no superior gain. This is the highest. Iti munayah apastambadayah. So, apastamba is Dharma Sutrakar actually. So, this is a shloka from there. In your footnote, it should be there 122.2. So that is the quotation given. Atmalabhan na param vidyate. This is Apastamba Sutra 122.2. Ityadibhihi smriti vachanaihi. So this is a smriti, Apastamba smriti. Or Munihi. Muni Shabda is also given. Munayaha. So those who are Mananashila Paramahamsa Sannyasi, those who walk on this path, they have renounced everything for the sake of this alone. And they have understood there is nothing else worth pursuing in this world. Somebody had asked me while Naishkarmya Siddhi study was going on, that Swamiji, I am doing, he was working somewhere, and I also want to know Atma, means I want to study Brahma Vidya. So what should I do? I said, first thing is you drop whatever else you are doing. Quit your job, everything. Fortunately, he had not married, he did not have any other obligation. Father had just passed away, mother had passed earlier itself. So I said, drop everything. And he left everything and he lives now in Uttarakashi. So when you are able to do this, then you realize that Atma Labhat Paro Labha Nasti. Ityadibhihi smriti vachanaihi uktavantaha ityarthaha. Uktavantaha. Uktavantaha, what is the Pratipadika? Which will be dhatu? Pratipadika will be what? Pratipadika will be uktavat. Uktavat. Like Bhagavat Shabda will become Bhagavan, Bhagavantau, Bhagavantaha. So like that, Uktavat Shabda will become Uktavat, Uktavantau, Uktavantaha. In this way, it will become Uktavantaha. Uktavantaha is vach dhatu. What is the pratyaya? Nishtha pratyaya tak tavatu. So here tavatu pratyaya is there, not ta. Tak tavatu nishtha. to. See, ta pratyaya is कर्मणि निष्ठा प्रत्यय and tavatu pratyaya is कर्तरि निष्ठा प्रत्यय. This is the difference. The kta pratyaya is karmani. So whenever we say that घटो मया ज्ञातः, ज्ञात is ज्ञा धातु निष्ठा प्रत्यय kta pratyaya. So it will be always karmani pratyaya, means the prayoga will be karmani prayoga. Ghatah jnatah, in this way I will say for karma. Maya ghato jnatah. But we will not say maya jnatavan. We will say aham jnatavan. In this way. Aham jnanavan. Aham jnanavan. In this way we will say. So, or another drashtavan. Aham drashtavan. Aham jnatavan. Correct. Aham jnatavan. Aham drashtavan. But maya drashtaha. By me it is drashta. So this will be the difference in the कर्तरि and कर्मणि निष्ठा इत्यर्थः. अतः निरस्त अज्ञान तत्कार्य प्रपंच ब्रह्मात्मना अवस्थानं प्रयोजनम. So therefore what is the prayojanam? Nirasta ajnana tatkarya prapancha, where ajnana and its karya, tajjanita karya, which is entire prapancha, where it is nirasta, eliminated, and brahmatmana avasthanam, staying, residing as brahma alone, brahmatmana samsthitihi. So brahmatmana avasthanam. In sadhana panchakam, what are the last two sadhanas? Prarabdham tviha bhujyatam atha para brahmatmana sthiyatam. You go through your prarabdha and remain as Brahma. Atha para brahmatmana sthiyatam. So nirasta ajnana tatkarya prapancha brahmatmana avasthanam is the prayojanam. So prayojanam is explained here. Brahma Veda Brahmaiva Bhavati, Mundakopanishad. You have this tippani also in your book, in your tika? Yeah. Mundakopanishad 3-9, it is given there. So, Sayo Havai Tat Paramam Brahmaveda Brahmaiva Bhavati Nasya Brahmavit Kule Bhavati. That is the mantra. Ityadi Shastra Siddham Uktam Prayojanam. So, they say that in the beginning itself, Sambandhaschadhikari Vishayascha Prayojanam Vinanubandham Granthadau Mangalam Naiva Shasyate. So you have to give Anubandha and you also have to do Mangalam. So here Mangalam was done in the first shloka. Now as part of Anubandha, Prayojanam is given. Now what is the Vishaya? So that is the next part given there. Idanim Vishayam Aha. Now Vishaya is also said. Tallabhartham iti Swatmanam Parameshwaram iti. That is the second line. Tallabhartham kavihi stauti Swatmanam Parameshwaram. Swatmanam Parameshwaram iti Samanadhikaranyat Tattvam Padarthaikyam Shastra Vishayo Darshitaha. So Swatmanam Parameshwaram is Samanadhikaranyam. What is Samanadhikaranyam? In this text itself, in shloka it will be explained when Tattvamasi is explained. But right now at least we should know what is Samanadikaranyam. Samanadikaranyam means भिन्न प्रवृत्ति निमित्तानां शब्दानां एक वस्तुनि प्रवृत्ति सामानाधिकरण्यम. इन स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड इन प्रोज इफ यू वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड, भिन्न प्रवृत्ति निमित्तानां शब्दानां मीन्स अनेक शब्दानां एक वस्तुनि प्रवृत्ति. एंड समटाइम्स लाइक आई हैव आल्सो हर्ड दे विल ऐड एक भक्ति का नाम. एक भक्ति मीन्स एक विभक्ति का नाम. दे विल हैव सेम विभक्ति ऑल्सो. सो लाइक हियर यू सी स्वात्मानम द्वितीया विभक्ति, परमेश्वरम द्वितीया विभक्ति. देन ओनली सामानाधिकरण्यम विल हैपन. सामानाधिकरण्यम विल बी बिटवीन टू वर्ड्स विच विल हैव सेम विभक्ति. लाइक सोयम देवदत्तः, सह अयम. दिस इज सामानाधिकरण्यम. बोथ आर इन प्रथमा. इफ यू से राजा रामः, दिस इज सामानाधिकरण्यम. इफ यू से दशरथस्य पुत्रः रामः, सो दशरथस्य एंड राम is samanadhikaranyam? No, there is no samanadhikaranyam because Dasharathasya is not in the same vibhakti. Putraha and Ramaha, they are in the same vibhakti. Dasharathasya putraha, so putraha Ramaha, they are samanadhikaranyam in this way. So they should have bhinna pravritti, but this is another required condition. What is bhinna pravritti? Bhinna pravritti nimittanam. So if I say ghataha, kumbhaha, they have same vibhakti or not? They have same vibhakti. Do they have same pravritti nimitta or different pravritti nimitta? They have same pravritti nimitta. What is the same pravritti nimitta? Ghatatva. Ghataha, kumbhaha, when you say, ghatatva is same in both. Therefore, pravritti nimitta is not different. Therefore, you cannot say they are samanadhikaranya. It is one object only. You remember samanadhikaranyas are of 4 types, right? You remember 4 types. Mukhya samanadhikaranya is there, badha samanadhikaranya is there, then adhyasa or upasana samanadhikaranya, and 4th one is visheshana visheshya samanadhikaranya. If we say Neelam Utpalam, Neelam Utpalam is Samanadhikaranya or not? It is. I had given this Drishtanta. Neelam Utpalam is Samanadhikaranya for Visheshana Visheshya. Now Neelam is what? If Guna, if generally if you say Neela is Guna and Utpala is Dravya. So Neela is Guna, Utpala is Dravya, Neelam Utpalam, how can it be Samanadhikaranya? So it is said because they are Bhinna Pravritti Shabda, but they have Ekasmin Arthe Pravritti. Their Pravritti is for one Artha. So Pravritti Nimitta is different. Bhinna Pravritti Nimittanam एक वस्तुनि प्रवृत्ति. So you have Neela will have Neelatva, and Dravya will Utpala will have Dravyatva. So Gunatva and Dravyatva both will be there, but they both are functioning for one pravritti, and that is in one adhikarana, in one locus. They are revealing one object. So you have भिन्न प्रवृत्ति निमित्तानाम शब्दानाम और भिन्न प्रवृत्ति निमित्तानाम एक विभक्तिकानाम शब्दानाम एकस्मिन् अर्थे प्रवृत्ति. Their pravritti is for one artha. That's why they are samanadikaranya. So when I understand that swatmanam means jivatma is Paramatma. Otherwise, Jivatma, Paramatma cannot be Samanadhikaranya. Correct? What is said in Tika? Swatmanam Parameshwaram iti Samanadhikaranyat Tattvam Padarthaikyam Shastra Vishayo Darshitaha. So, Jivatma Paramatma Aikya Swatmanam Parameshwaram is Samanadhikaranya. So, the pravritti nimitta for one is avasthatrayavan, is jiva, the one who goes through avasthatraya, and Parameshwaram is jagat karanam. So, Jagat Karana Brahma is revealed here as actually the one who is going through the three avasthas. It's Lakshyartha. Swatmanam Parameshwaram. This is the Samanadhikaranya. Okay. Another example, if I want to give, Shuklaha Pataha. Shuklaha Pataha, white cloth. Shuklaha Pataha is Samanadhikaranyam or not? It is Samanadhikaranya. So it has two padas. They have different pravritti nimitta, because one has guna as pravritti nimitta, another has dravya as pravritti nimitta. Shuklaha Pataha. So bhinna pravritti nimittanam eka vibhaktikanam, they are in the same vibhakti, and ekasmin arthe pravritti, their pravritti is for one thing, because you cannot separate Shuklaha and Pataha. Pata cannot be without Shukla. So you can address that Pata as Shukla also. In this way, Shukla Pata is Samanadhikaranya. Okay. In Bhagavad Gita Dhyana Shloka, what is that Shloka? Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetrai Kapanaye Jnana Mudraya Krishnaya. Jnana Mudraya. Then Gita Amrita Duhe Namaha. Correct? So, Prapanna Parijataya, all these shabdas are Samanadhikaranya. They all are in Chaturthi Vibhakti. But, and they have different pravritti nimitta. Prapannanam Parijata is different. Totra Vetra Eka Kapana is different. Means, as far as Shabda is concerned, It originates from different place, but it culminates in one. That's why it is Samanadikaranya. Their final locus is one. So Samanadikaranya Tattvam Padarthaikyam Shastra Vishaya Darshita. So in this shloka, Vishaya and Prayojanam both are revealed. Now further. So first we will read what is there in the next tika, then shloka. Evam शास्त्रीय विषय प्रयोजने स्वरूपतो निर्दिश्य इह स्तोत्रे संपादयितुम् अस्य प्रकरणत्वं स्फुटयति स्वेच्छयेति. एवं in this way शास्त्रीय विषय प्रयोजने स्वरूपतः निर्दिश्य, the विषय and prayojanam of shastra, Vedanta shastra, Swarupatah in their nature having revealed nirdishya iha stotre in this composition. Why it is called prakarana? Prakaranatvam sampadaitum asya prakaranatvam sampadaitum sputayati. That why this text gets the title Prakarana Grantha is made clear now. Swechhaya srishtamaavishya Vishvam yo manasi sthitah Stotrena stuyate nena Sa eva parameshwarah Swechhaya srishtamaavishya Vishvam yo manasi sthitah Stotrena stuyate nena Sa eva parameshwarah. Swechhaya srishtam avishya Vishvam yo manasi sthitah. Yo manasi sthitah. Swechhaya srishtam Vishvam avishya Anena stotrena stuyate saha eva parameshwarah. See, yo means yaha manasi sthitah. That which is already aparoksha, manasi sthitah. So that which I already know, which I am already experiencing, that is the starting point. Yo manasi sthitah. Now who is that? So I never think what it is. That's why it is said manasi sthitah, but srishtam vishvam swechhaya vishvam srishtam avishya. Swechhaya, by his own will, having created the world, vishvam srishtam. So that is tat srishtva, then avishya, tad evanupravishat, Taittiriya Upanishad. And swechhaya means so kamayat bahusyam prajayeti. So swechhaya is akamayat. Vishwam srishtam is tat srishtva. Then avishya is pravishat, the one who had entered. Where? Manasi, in mind, who is available. Saha eva Parameshwarah anena stotrena stuyate. That Paramatma alone is being worshipped here. So who is being worshipped in this stotra? Paramatma, who is appearing as Jivatma. Creator, who is appearing here as experiencer. Creator of this whole Brahmanda is experiencing this world as experiencer. He is being worshipped. So therefore, this is Prakaranam. Why? Because what is said in Upanishad alone is being said here. And what is Stuti, I already told you. That which appears to be remote in Tad Desha Tat Kala, some such entity is brought as Aparoksha. That I am. In this way, it is taught. Therefore, it is the Stuti in the form of making me aware of what is completely otherwise unknown to me, unbelievable. Generally, how we say, this is unbelievable. What is unbelievable? I am Jagat Karanam. Can you believe this? If you ask someone, somebody will tell you, can you believe I am Jagat Karanam? You say, no, it is totally unbelievable. That's why Upanishad is teaching you this. Okay? Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashyakritau Vande Bhagavantau Punaha Punaha Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om.